Hello everyone, this is Jess from J Roso Comic Art and welcome back to another video. In this one I'm hoping to get into the fall activity mood and start to decorate the house a little bit. It's actually a little bit before Halloween is going to start, so I feel slightly behind that I haven't even had a chance really to actually decorate the house yet. But I'm hoping to actually get into that here in this video. So we're going to come together, take a look at some of the decorations that I do have, and hopefully put everything up and assemble. So I'm also hoping to maybe work on some clay sculpting, but we'll see how far we get, or at least getting to the planning stages of it. So if you're at all interested in that, then stick around and we're going to go ahead and get right started. If you couldn't even tell from some of my art that I share on this channel, or some of the things that I have sculpted before in the past, or the shows that I have been involved in the more recent past, then you might realize that I am actually a really huge fan of Halloween, of spooky season, fall in general. Yes, I love it all. I feel just slightly behind though. Unfortunately, there have been a lot of big life events in the past couple of months, and I have not had a chance to really get into the decorating mood with my house, so I really wanted to get into that today before we get too much farther and closer to October/Halloween. So there are quite a few things that I have picked up over the years. To be honest, my family was never really one that like fully decorated the house, that went all out or things like that. Christmas was more of our thing, and we had a nice tree and what have you, and we would decorate like around the fireplace. But for me personally, I really didn't get into any of that until I was actually out on my own and had my own apartment and then now house. So with the freedom that comes of independence and being like an adult that has money to spend, I have acquired quite a few things over the years, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. So we are going to get into some of the things that I have purchased over the years. So some of the things that I do really enjoy, which I'm going to show off really quick. We do have our Ghoulia Child's Book of Spells and Potions. I really enjoy this. It's actually pretty heavy duty too, like this thing has some heft to it. And normally I do like to put it in my kitchen, but unfortunately we're actually doing a lot of updates around the house as well. So that's also part of why we have not gotten really to updating yet. In case you haven't noticed behind me, if you've seen some of my other videos, I actually have a new couch, so super exciting. But along with that and some other things that have been happening lately, I just have not had time to really get into the decorating. So we're gonna have to find a new place for Ghoulia Child's book. Also have some very cute pumpkins. I was gonna say I do enjoy just kind of sprinkling these around the house just to kind of get in the fall vibe as well. But this one is more related to my love of spooky ghosts and what have you. So our little ghost friend here just kind of hides out. He says boo as well, but he kind of hides out in our pumpkin friend here, so he will be going up as well here in a little bit. Related to more fall decorations in general, I do have these two little fall, super cute, they're little like wooden statues, and I really enjoy them. I actually think I got them from a co-worker when I was getting ready to leave when I transferred to a different department, so it's very sweet. That's actually also where this pumpkin came from. And yeah, I just really love how like tiny but effective and aesthetic they are, so those are definitely also going up. In relation to more of the spooky vibes though, I do have quite a few things that I enjoy putting up around the house, including this little bathtub of our little pumpkin friends here, as well as our ghost that says trick or treat obviously, but he's also carrying a pumpkin. If you haven't realized, I often get inspired by things when I'm either out and about shopping, just out and about interacting with the world, as well as, you know, just kind of seeing different animals or things like that. If you haven't seen like some of the new cats or things that have been added to my art recently. But I really have enjoyed some of these items that I have acquired over the years. I also happen to have a little black cat as well. Very sweet. Reminds me of my own black cat, Prince, if you have not met him before. And I just really love that he is wearing this little witch hat and a little pumpkin friend with him. And then, of course, for my husband, because he also lives here, of course, we do happen to have this very cute little gnome friend. And his mustache is just a little bit sticking up. He's been in storage for a while, unfortunately, so it is what it is. But I really enjoy him as well. Obviously he's more of a witch gnome, if you will. A bat witch gnome is what I prefer to call him. But my husband is a big fan of gnomes, I should say. So gotta include a little bit of decoration here for him as well. Now the one thing that I do like to keep in respect of my Hispanic heritage is a little bit of Dia de los Muertos memorabilia as well. So over the years I have acquired some very small things. I really enjoy this votive candle setting. Again, it just kind of reminds me of my own grandparents and my heritage, so just kind of a nice reminder and makes me think of them when I walk by that as well. As well as I do happen to have a little plate. This is more for like parties. We do actually always happen to have a Halloween party whenever obviously the year comes around. So that will often be something that holds cookies, desserts, any sort of other kind of food that we make for our parties. Just kind of depends. We do try to change it up every year. So, and finally, on keeping on brand with the spooky decorations of the year, we also have, again, another little black cat. This is actually kind of like a trinket holder, which I just really enjoy because of the black cat, obviously, as well as this little eat, drink, and be scary sign. Again, we actually put this downstairs where we have a little bar, and it's very nice when we have guests over and they obviously know where to go to get things. So that is just like a small portion. That is not everything that I have unfortunately accumulated over the years, but I think this is actually going to be the small little haul that I will put out for sure within all of the spaces that are available for decorating this year. So we are going to go ahead and get right started with it. I'm going to place this guy up here, but I also have my little wax warmer that is right next to it. So I do enjoy turning that on, having a little bit of warmth and light, and then also I believe I have a cinnamon apple in there as well right now, so it just makes the house smell really nice. Again, as I have said, we are currently working on actually redoing the space down here, so apologies that I won't be able to show everything off, but hopefully when we actually do the Halloween video, I can show you guys exactly how we set up for our Halloween party itself, as well as the rest of the downstairs area here. But for now, I'm just going to show off some clips of some things here and there as I put them up. So let's put up the rest of our decorations here. Gotta keep the gnomes with the gnomes, right? This is actually right next to the bar anyway, but as I said, we're kind of redoing some of the things over here, so I'm not going to completely show everything off, but we're going to put up a couple of things as well as put out / move over some things that are maybe out year round that I really enjoy, but that's that's okay. So I'm going to put our little trinkets here and there, as well as bring out this other fun decoration. I can't wait to show you guys. So my mother-in-law had actually, like right around when we first moved into the house, probably I guess the following year because we moved in later in the year, but she ended up making this little shop of horrors. Like if you've ever seen the Aubrey #2, a little man-eating plant though. They're just made out of like little styrofoam footballs, and she actually like put this all together herself. She is like super crafty. I'm always very impressed with her, but I love this thing. I keep it out year round typically, and my husband really wants to move it away eventually, so I'm hoping I can at least keep it out for the rest of the year, and or at least for the rest of the season. For sure the rest of the season, but yeah. So I think I'm gonna put this guy right here. Oh, and then of course my other year-round decoration is Mr. Prince himself. Yes, hello. He may or may not, when he is like in a mood and wants to be out and about doing stuff, he does not like to be carried, but that's okay. I think that would be actually kind of cute to have it like that, have things kind of stacked. And we also have our little Stay Positive again, something that's normally out year round, but I think that it obviously goes very well on theme with our Halloween season, so very good. And again, since unfortunately the bar area is just not quite set up yet, I think I am going to go ahead and put this out, but probably just in this area over here for now, just so at least it's out, and then obviously as we are finished rearranging everything, I think we'll be good to move it back over to where it should be. So I think we'll put it up here for now, and just have a little wall of trinkets slash Halloween decorations. And sorry, the boys are wrestling over here right now if you can hear them. The boys just having the best time ever decorating and wrestling down here. I think so. Of course, we're gonna put out our little pumpkin friend on our new little coffee table here. So I think that he's very adorable. And Buffy is very interested in him too, of course. So the last little bit of assembly here for our Halloween decorations is actually the little pillows that I have accumulated over the years again. So again, the boys actually really love these pillows as well, which is so funny. And I enjoy, now that we have a little bit of a bigger couch, we can kind of put them wherever. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this all comes together, but still kind of need to figure it out because the couch also came with some new pillows that are very nice, but very large. Yeah. So as you can see, I don't even have all of the pillows actually over in this corner. I have a good portion of them, and some of them are like, again, ones that we kind of keep out year round. But yeah, these pillows are really big and I really enjoy them, and I love that they came with the sectional. But if I want to put out my own little, you know, cozy Halloween fall vibe little pillows, they're not really gonna fit. So I don't know. I'm debating between like actually keeping them away for just the season and then bringing them back out obviously after fall is over, versus, yeah, that's probably just what I'm gonna do. And again, sorry if you can hear Buffy in the background. He is actually like literally rubbing his face like right against the camera, so he really loves to do that for whatever reason. So yes, I believe that our pillows are all finally assembled. This might just be one that I kind of hold on to every now and then. But I think that everything came out really cute, and I love my little subtle, you know, fall and Halloween decorations. I can't go all out as much as I want to, but I think that it's still a cute little assembly. Clearly the boys are enjoying it as well. But for now, I think that is all of the Halloween decorating that I want to do, and I'm actually going to try and get into some Peachtober, Spooky Shake Official Drawlloween, and some other October prompts. So we're going to actually go into the planning section for now, and hopefully, you know, get ready for all of those October art challenges that we're going to be doing. I got my water, so we should be good to go. And have my sketchbook so we can actually plan out all of our ideas here. I went ahead and wrote down some of the prompts that I am like the most interested in, and to be honest, we have Peachtober, we have, again, like I said, Spooky Shake Official's Drawlloween, and then I also wrote down some of Mav's Drawlloween Club as well. So I have actually written down, ignore the sketch, this was not the greatest. I was trying to play around with like buildings and what have you and kind of background art. But we have all of Peachtober written out here. We have all of Drawlloween written out here from Spooky Shake Official. And then we have Mab's Drawlloween Club as well written out here. So everyone is actually a little bit different. Peachtober, I feel like they're very like, could be any sort of art, and it's just more about getting into the process of drawing every day, which is really fun. Spooky Shake Official's Drawlloween challenge is more of a like, it's not an everyday challenge, it's actually like every other day, which is kind of nice, especially if you need a break and don't want to get burnt out, because I feel like last year I kind of got a little bit of burnout after trying to do some of these art challenges. So I am actually really interested in trying to kind of mix and match or pick my own of like what I want to do every day. if I do it every day. But they have more of a like kind of nostalgic Halloween vibes, but very fun. Like definitely more, this is the spooky theme kind of Halloween challenge, October challenge. And then Mab's Drawlloween Club is also an everyday challenge. And again, this is definitely more of the like spooky, this is Halloween, this is like kind of the darker side of October art, I suppose. Or at least that's kind of the vibes that I get when I look at her art and the actual, their art, and look at like the actual like props and everything. So that's just my interpretation. I could obviously be very wrong, and everyone can interpret it as they so choose to. But I do want to get a little bit of planning done, so that way I'm not like scrambling to do it every day, which is maybe what happened last year, and I have a feeling that it's gonna happen this year too. That's okay. So we're gonna do a little bit of planning and sketch out. I've already done a couple of ideas, but I want to keep working on a couple so that way I have some thoughts down at least. So I've actually already got a couple of ideas sketched out for the first few days. And if you couldn't tell, this is also where I was doing some of my product photos for my washi tape. They are available on the store now, by the way. And yeah, so I already kind of have the space like somewhat filled up. I will say whenever I actually do sketch or do any drawing, I don't really draw big. If you couldn't tell, that's why it takes me forever to fill a sketchbook. I actually draw quite small. So I am never able to, like I've never actually been able to successfully finish a sketchbook. So I'm really hoping, that was still my art goal for this year. It's already getting close to the end of the year though, so I don't think I'm gonna make it, but I definitely want to fill up a good chunk of pages with these prompt ideas and kind of get started on it. So I think for right now, this would technically be day 4, and Spooky Shake Official Drawlloween does not have one for 4. Peachtober has gingham, which I don't know that really speaks to me, so I don't know that I'm gonna actually do that one for sure. But Mab's Drawlloween Club does have haunting, and I really want to try and also include my clay art as well if I can in some of these prompts. So what I think that I might do for haunting is maybe do like a little grave or something, and then do the grave, draw a little bit of a ghost with it and maybe some little pumpkins or things like that, and then also maybe sculpt as well. So I'm gonna get started on that really quick so we're not running out of time. Hello. So unfortunately I wish that I could have had more time to get into it, but I did end up finishing my sketch for haunting completely. So we have that guy there. And then I actually ended up finishing the illustration as well. So I kind of decided to add a little bit of extra to it. I thought it would be kind of fun to also play along with the message. I don't know if it's just what's been happening in the world lately or just me feeling down on myself a little, but I really wanted to kind of include this message here. So our little ghost friend is haunting its old grave that says, "Here lies my insecurities." So my idea behind it, I suppose, was more that unfortunately maybe this little ghosty, even though they've tried to bury their insecurities and what have you, still comes back to come up and haunt them, unfortunately. So I think that's kind of a good reminder that we're always learning, we're always growing. I know I certainly am. And you know, it's okay that we still hold on to things from the past, but we got to continue to learn and grow from it. So I really like that one though. I think that it's still very cute. But yeah, I think that is all that I'm gonna have time for today because I actually have to get ready for work soon. This is actually later in the evening, but thank you so much for following along if you have been. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of house decorating, fall spooky decor, a little bit of drawing, and hopefully in the next one we will be able to actually get some sculpting done, as well as continue to work on some October art prompts. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys sticking around this far, and make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you have enjoyed and would like to see more. So until the next time though, I hope you all have a wonderful day.